Hey, what's up everybody? Donnie Rains with the Rains Real Estate Team, and wanted to do a quick video for you guys on how to win offers in this seller's market that we're currently in. Because right now our seller's market is definitely ramped up compared to the seller's market we were in even last year. So there's definitely more involved with getting offers accepted, and so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, and hopefully it helps you guys get out there and get your buyers under contract. So I got a list right here we're going to go over. So number one is, and this is easily the most important part of the whole process with getting your buyers ready to go, is you got to prep them on the current market. It's the most important thing to sit with your buyers and have that conversation and talk to them about what the current market looks like and what does it take to get an offer accepted. Because a lot of buyers don't really understand what's going on right now. So at least in our experiences, as we're talking to clients right now and having buyer consults and talking about what it takes, is we're getting a lot of like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that's what it takes to get a house right now responses. So it's important to have that conversation with them, because when you do go to start to make offers and they're not prepared, that's how they're going to lose out, because they're not going to be in the right mindset to make the kind of offer that needs to be made in this market. So if you're not prepping them beforehand, I highly suggest that you change that strategy and prep them beforehand and make sure that they're aware of the market and the things that are involved with getting an offer accepted. So we'll go through the list right here of the things that we like to use to get offers accepted on our team, and they work for us. They work really, really, really great. So the first step after that, after you prep your buyers, is you want to get your buyers pre-approved, right? Pre-approval is when the bank has all the documents and they have everything. They've already underwritten your file, so you are approved. Your loan is approved. Under a pre-qualification is when they just have all of your information, like taking a phone call application. That's a pre-qualification. So make sure they go through the process to get pre-approved, because when you submit that offer and you're competing against 30 plus other offers, which is what is involved in this market right now. There's a lot of offers being made on homes, some of them 30 offers and above. They're going to be looking for the pre-approval, and a pre-approval compared to a pre-qualification is a very big difference. And if a listing agent is smart enough, they're going to be looking for that difference. So make sure your buyers are pre-approved, not pre-qualified. The next one is, this is another important one, is call the listing agent. Before you start writing out your offer, based on what you want to offer, you got to call the listing agent and find out what it is that the sellers want, because it's not always about the highest offer or the highest earnest money or any of those things. You never know what it's about till you call the listing agent. Maybe it's a little bit about the offer, but they need a lease back for 3 months or something to that. So you need to call the listing agent and find out what's the most important to the sellers when making an offer. What is the most important thing to them? So that way you can go back to your buyers and write the best offer that has the best chance of getting accepted. The other side of it is we have to sell ourselves to that listing agent and to let them know that we are going to be the best buyer's agent to work with. That's the other side of helping get the offers accepted, is we have to be able to influence that listing agent to show them that we are going to be the best buyer's agent to work with on our end, and we are going to do everything we can to get the deal from start to finish. And we're going to be easy to work with. That's another thing. Agents want to work with other agents who are easy to work with, clear communication, fully transparent, and that's what we got to show them that we're going to be. We want to stand out from the other agents. The next one is no concessions. Right now, offers are not getting accepted with closing costs, home warranties, things like that. It's highly advisable to talk to your clients and find out a way for them to be able to pay for that outside of including it in the loan. Because right now, because you're getting so many offers, again, if it's priced right, under $500,000 especially, you're going to probably get 20 to 30 plus offers. So if you want to stand out, you can't ask for concessions. So talk to your buyers about, figuring out in the lender, they're both going to help you out with that. Figure out how you can get those closing costs outside of that loan, whether they can pay for it or whatever you guys can come up with. Get that outside of the contract. So no concessions if you possibly can. The next one is remove contingencies. If your clients are confident in their ability to move forward, then it's highly suggested to remove those contingencies, because again, we want to stand out from the other offers, and and that's one way to do it. So the next one is additional earnest money, or allow all or part of the earnest money to go non-refundable early or at the beginning of the contract. This is probably the biggest one that our team's noticed since the market's kind of shifted, especially since last year when the pandemic hit. That we have a lot less inventory right now compared to the amount of buyers. So of all the strategies that we've been doing the last couple of years, the one that we've really noticed is increasing the earnest money at some point in the contract, or at some point in the contract allowing all or a portion of that earnest money to become non-refundable, because it's going to show the sellers that you're a committed buyer. Sellers want a buy-in pretty early in the contract right now, because if you're getting all these offers, they want to be smart about the one that they pick, and they want to pick the one that has the highest probability of going from start all the way to the closing without any issues. And so the chances of that are going to be a lot higher with somebody who's willing to put a lot of money up front and put it at risk. So if you have a client that's making offers, have that conversation about earnest money and everything involved in that, and so they understand it, and so that you could go in and make a better offer. But this is the big one: higher earnest money, non-refundable. After a certain point, that's gonna be a big one. The next one is the escalation clause. This one we've been using for years, right? An escalation clause essentially says that we are willing to beat any competing offer by X amount up to whatever that highest offer is. With proof of competing offer. A lot of buyers like to see proof of competing offer. But the escalation clause is just a way to say, hey, look, we'll offer you this, but if in the case that we're getting all these multiple offers with proof of competing offer, we'll actually offer you this. So it's a good way to throw your hat into the pile of offers. And really stand out, because you could hypothetically, or just an example, you could say I'm offering $350, but in your escalation clause, if there's other proof of competing offers, you can offer them up to like $380. But again, they need to show proof of that if that's what you require. So an escalation clause works out really great in this market. Offer to pay cash above a low appraisal. This has actually been the other one besides the earnest money that's really working for our buyers, because what's happening is in order to get an offer accepted, you have to go really high above list price and make some pretty crazy offers. The reality is not every one of those houses is coming in at appraisal. And so sellers, again, they're wanting some sort of guarantee. If they're going to pick your offer out of all the other offers, they want some sort of guarantee that they're going to make some of that money above that above that offer price that you offered. And so one of the offers that we got for one of our clients, we offered up to $10,000 over a low appraisal, and that's actually what got the offer accepted. The appraisal came in, it was $2,000 or $3,000 under the appraised value, so my client only had to come in with a few thousand of the 10. But if you could get them to have some cash to come in above that appraised value, again, that's one of the things that's going to get the offer accepted. And keep in mind, there's no crystal ball. Values are going up. So yeah, you might have to pay a little bit right now to get in the market, but values are going up, and I mean, interest rates are super low. So that's another thing that should help motivate somebody to be able to do this. The next one is have your clients write a personal letter. Keep it no pics. That's another thing for fair housing. Just have them write a nice letter about how much they love the house, and just kind of keep the pictures out of it for fair housing. But a letter can actually have a lot of influence, not only on the seller, but also on the listing agent, but also on the sellers. The next one is make sure your offer is complete. That's another thing that's going to stand out, is when you submit your offer to that listing agent and it's not a complete file, and maybe you have errors in the contracts. That's going to stand out, and that's going to make that listing agent not want to work with you, and it's going to make us look like we're not professional. So make sure that your listing packet and everything, when you submit it, everything's in order. It looks good, because it's going to have a direct representation on you when they get that. So make sure your offer is complete. The other thing is make sure that it's attractive. A few of the things that I like to do to make it attractive is I send an email. I have a nice verbiage that I write out, selling myself and my clients on the property. I let them know everything that we're offering in the offer to make it easy to read. And the other thing that I like to do that our team really has success with is making a video and attaching that to the offer, explaining everything in detail about the offer. It's just a way to stand out from the other offers. It makes you look a lot more personable. And I always ask that the listing agent shows that video to the sellers. That way I can try to make some sort of a connection for myself and my clients on the other end of that video. And that's actually probably one of the bigger things. Again, all these things really work good, but the video thing works really good. Our team has a really high success with that. And that's kind of the big things that's working in this market. Again, circle back to you gotta make sure that you explain in detail everything that needs to be talked about to your clients, because if they're not aware, it's sticker shock. They're not going to know how to respond to exactly what you're telling them to get an offer accepted. So if you really care about your buyers, you want them to get an offer accepted, have that talk, explain everything, game plan. That way, when you guys do go out and you start searching for homes and you find the one you like, they're going to be in the right mindset when you go, okay, we need to make the strongest offer to get this. They're going to understand exactly what you're talking about, and they're going to be willing to sit down and make that offer. So I really hope the content was good. I really want to see you guys go out and have a lot of success with your buyers this next year. If you're a real estate agent and you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach out anytime. Our email is rainsrealestateteam@gmail.com. and I'll put my number on the screen. If you have any questions, we'd love to talk to you and help you out. We run a real estate team, and that's just what we do all day. Is we love helping out agents to go be the best they can be. So again, hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll look forward to for the next one. Talk to you soon.